Okay, I've got some more practice in the formula here for you. You're going to have to write all of these ones here individually. So it's going to take a little time, but it's really good practice for you to get used to how it's constructed. So let's have a look at the first question and what you need to do, and then you can do the rest yourself. The answers are basically here. It's just for you to be able to work out the construction and how we put these together. Okay, so we've got same spreadsheet that we saw in 2. It's actually the same in the second sheet that's on here. So we're on this particular sheet now, and we're going to try and write this formula. So the first one is we want to compare Joe Evans' sales with the logical test, and we want to pay him £1,000 if it's true, the logical test, and we want to give him £500 if it's false. So we click in here, we type equals, if, we open bracket, and we do the logical test. So that's written there for you here, but we need to compare the sales with the logical test. So the cell the sales are in is B2, greater than or equal to 4,000. Then we do a comma. So the value if true is 1,000, value if false is 500. So two things you could do here. You could type 1,000, the value if true, comma, 500, value is false. Push enter, and there you go, got 1,000 in here. Test it doesn't work. Let's make the answer to this false by changing the data, and you notice his bonus is now changed to 500 because the answer to the question, when you change the values, turned to false. I said there was a different way of doing this. We'll have a look again on this one. Equals if, open bracket, so look at the sales figure, so that's B3 now. So this time we've got greater than 3,000. Colon, so last time we wrote 600 if true. We could, because they're there in cells, we could use the cell reference, which is E3, colon, and we could use the cell reference instead of typing 100 for false, which is F3. Push enter. Okay, so sales, let's have a look. 3,000 greater than 3,000, the answer to that is false, so get 100. Because we use the cells, we can change these and they'll update as well. So it's a little bit more powerful when you use the cells to do that. And again, we can change, let's do that. So 3.5, so it's more than that, so get 600 now. One other way you can do this is using, if you don't like writing it manually with all the commas, etc. It's good practice to do that. You can use the function button up here, and you can see I've got most recently used if because that's what I'm using, but if you haven't, push if. Remember again, I'm using a Mac, so on Windows PCs it's going to look slightly different, the formula builder, but the principles are exactly the same. So once you find if and double click it, you'll get the 3 boxes, the logical test, the value if true, the value if false. What this means is you don't have to write equals if and put brackets in, etc. You just have to do the logical test. So let's have a look over here. We've got B4, and this time we want less than or equal to 2,000, and the value if true is that cell, and the value if false is that cell. Again, I could have written 100 and 500, but like I showed you before, it's a little bit more powerful when you use those because you can update the bonus figures without changing a formula. So we can push the tick, and let's have a look. Yeah, the value of sales, is it less than or equal to 2,000? The answer to that is false. It's not less than or equal, so it's going to do the 500 in there. Okay, if we change that, it should update accordingly as you see there. Okay, so those are the different ways that you can do that. Work your way down, practicing those, perhaps using the different ways, using the cell references instead of the numbers as you work your way down there.